Hello trainers, Ganeto here. I just returned from my basketball practice and I was having a lot of fun the other day with Shadow Zapdos on Great League, on Open Great League. So we're gonna pair it up with Medicham upon the lead, which is currently the best generalist in the game, and of course Shadow Drapion as our safe switch, because this Pokemon has an amazing typing, with it being weak only to the ground types, but still, even against those Pokemon, you still have an amazing moveset to go up against. So we're looking at a pretty solid safe switch, perhaps the safest of them all. So right here, down we go to the Pidgeot, and it doesn't matter at all. Just gonna bring into the battle my Medicham, and they got the Gofagrigus at the back. You know what? I'm just gonna take the move. It is gonna be just the Dark Pulse, and at this point we can pressure for the Ice Punch, putting that Gofagrigus in combination with a few Thunder Shocks at the Drill Peck range. This is really huge right now because Shadow Zapdos can go in, block the moves, and you're gonna see that a lot, keeping the shields for the end game, then get to the Drill Peck, trying to get their shield out of the way. We can do that because that was a CMP on the next Drill Peck, of course. Down goes Gofagrigus, and what lies at the back? I'm expecting an ABB team style with a double Ghost type, and we were right. It's gonna be the Trevenant, so we're just gonna throw that Drill Peck to finish them off. Pidgeot returns, but at this point it doesn't matter at all. This is gonna be a fantastic game for our team. We're gonna pair up with Stunfisk on the next one, pretty solid, and I did a controversial swap there here. I should have stayed in, I believe, a little bit just to get to the Ice Punch, throw it, get the shield, and then bring my Drapion into play. But it doesn't matter at all. We can still win this battle in the two shield scenario, so we're just gonna go ahead and go for those Aqua Tails. We just have to block the Earthquake. However, they make an amazing call here with that bait on the Night Slash. The next one will not be enough to finish me off, so I'm just gonna take it, and at this point I'm just gonna block the next one because I have a feeling that I can go for the quadruple Aqua Tail here to finish them off. One Gliscor down, and now they got still that sealed up. This is kinda problematic, but we can still connect that final Aqua Tail for some cheap damage, almost 50% damage on the Stunfisk. Now Medicham returns into the battle. They got the Noctowl at the back, and this is why you want to have a Pokemon like Shadow Zapdos on your line of 3. Shadow Ball here is gonna connect, but we can still survive because those wing attacks barely tickle our Glassy Flyer. Drill Peck for the win. No, it is not, because we cannot take the shield out of the way, but at this point it doesn't matter. We can still pressure with our Zapdos. I know we can win the CMP here because we have 7 in attack. Ice Punch for the win against that Noctowl, and now it's all up to this battle. If they can get to the double Earthquake, things can be over, so I'm just gonna reach to the Ice Punch as soon as possible. I overfarmed for no reason, of course, and I'm just gonna take this victory with Medicham as my closer. Medicham is an amazing generalist Pokemon, and we're gonna be paired up with a very good lead on the next one. And if you're thinking, Ganeto, you have some really nice leads here. Are you gonna use only good leads against your Medicham? No, I'm gonna have some horrible leads towards the end of this video, so stay tuned and you do not want to miss those. I'm pretty sure you do not want to miss those. We're gonna have some exciting battles along the way. So they return now with a Bastiodon after Victory Bell goes down, and I did not throw my Shadow Zapdos in there because Shadow Zapdos is so glassy that on the two shields it definitely loses to those Razor Leafs by the Shadow Victory Bell. Able to get there now to that final Aqua Tail and pressure a lot the Bastiodon, putting it at a point that they cannot throw a double Flamethrower. This can be kinda of a very good thing for me, because now I can go for that farm down. However, they make the switch to the Medicham, just gonna throw one Ice Punch, and now I'm pretty sure I have put it at the point that the Drill Peck can finish it off. If you didn't know, an Excel Medicham can definitely survive with Fizz that Drill Peck from the Shadow Zapdos, so that's why I did not go for the switch immediately. First throw the Ice Punch, put at the point that I can definitely farm it down, and of course the Drill Peck can destroy it for sure. So here comes now another Drill Peck after we take one Power Punch and do one more for the knockout against the Medicham. Let's see, trainers, now can we have a chance? Of course we can. Bastiodon stands no chance against us even if we had no shields, so down we go. Shadow Dragonair up on the next one, and my Pokemon really loses this one. We have to play it correct here because those Body Slams are gonna hurt a lot. So we're gonna take the first one, then pressure for the Ice Punch, and perhaps now switch out to my Shadow Drapion. Shadow Drapion definitely needs to draw out something like a Stunfisk or a Bastiodon from the back so that we can have a better understanding of their team composition and of course a better closing scenario with our Shadow Zapdos. Gonna get now to the crunches, and they will try to farm us down, I believe, at this point, because we can pressure a lot with that another crunch. Wow, massive damage on that Pokemon, and another crunch before they even react. So if they block here, which they do, they can definitely farm it down, which is a bummer. Cannot reach the Aqua Tail. That was super close. And I'm just gonna go in with my Medicham, and with that Steel type out of the way, perhaps now my Shadow Zapdos will be on a very good spot. Zapdos for the win now, able to farm a lot of energy out of this red Steel, and we're just gonna block the move. Hopefully it is just the Focus Blast, no debuff on my end, and gonna throw immediately my energy on the Shadow Dragonair because it is extremely dangerous for my Pokemon. And now the Thunderbolt for the win, connecting to the Noctowl. They know there's no chance, and that's gonna be an amazing game. Stunfisk in the next one against our Medicham. A very solid lead. We're gonna see the Drapion on the switch, and we're gonna have our own as well. The reason I did not stay in is because most Drapions do not have Aqua Tail. They stand with that Sludge Bomb and Crunch, and to be honest, Aqua Tail really gives me a very nice advantage over those Drapions. So playing with the odds here, and we're just gonna be able to block the next one. Hopefully though, no debuff on my end, which gives me time to go for another Aqua Tail, and of course, I'm pretty sure I can tank one more before fainting. I was hoping to survive with a little bit more damage than usual. That was my phone, let me mute it for a second. And now we're gonna go down at the same time, so it is pretty risky. Looking at the upper corner, and of course they get in with the third Pokemon, since they knew they had the Stunfisk as a very bad one, but they managed to catch a Drill Peck on the Fisk. At this point I'm just gonna charge up to a Drill Peck, and at this point, yeah, you know that the match is over, because now we can definitely survive those earthquakes. We got the pressure with this Ice Punch, and of course we have one for the Fisk, one for the Shield, and or just one for that Revenant. So at this point they are just gonna pressure a lot with that Seed Bomb, but I don't care at all. The Ice Punch is already coming towards their end. They just have to take it because reasons, they cannot do anything else. And at this point I'm just gonna reach to the double Drill Peck, which is just gonna seal the deal, and Shadow Zapdos is gonna go to town. If you have energy, if you have shields, Shadow Zapdos is most likely gonna sweep the entire team. So we're gonna see that on the next battles, and Medicham is gonna be on the mirror, our next opponent. So I will try to go here for the Psychic, and as always I will go for the amazing catch on the Drapion. And I say amazing because I want to catch the Psychic, but most of the times it doesn't work that way. Most trainers know their stuff, so I'm just gonna try to catch the Psychic here. However, it ends up being a nice punch on my Shadow Drapion, and now the Fisk will come in. Good news here is that we managed to get the Fisk into play, and all we have to do is to go for the Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail is gonna spam its way to victory now, and even though we're kinda low, that one Rock Slide is gonna threat us, I don't care at all. I'm just gonna go down. We can definitely farm down with our Medicham. We have a very solid plan here, and I was thinking, can that be an Earthquake? That was one match too early, and it can. So down I go, and I want to farm down completely with my Shadow Zapdos. Gonna block this one, and after this I can definitely farm down, but of course they're gonna switch out to an Altaria. And you might think that the match is over. Guess twice, because we are gonna go ahead with the Drill Peck with almost 50% worth of damage. We're gonna block this one, and we will try to farm down after another Drill Peck going through here. Are they gonna block? No block at all. So Altaria now, down it goes, and all we have to do is to go for the double Drill Peck on the Medicham. Can they farm us down with that counter? No, they cannot. Is this gonna be the amazing outplay by Shadow Zapdos? Can we destroy down the Fisk? No, we freaking cannot, and that is gonna be a bummer. Trainers gonna lose just barely with 1 HP remaining on the Fisk. IVs really matter, and that is gonna be a very close loss. Into the next one now with a horrible lead scenario against the Azumarill. We do not like this at all, so now Shadow Drapion has to do all the work, but we are met up with a fighter, and against fighters, to be honest, and especially the Scrafty, we do not stand a chance with our Drapion. However, we took a shield in the process, and that is pretty awesome, I guess, for our Shadow Zapdos and the closing scenario. We know they got the Azumarill, but let's see what the next Pokemon might be, the third one, because after this I'm expecting the Azumarill to return to the battle, so I'm just gonna bring my Shadow Zapdos, and it is the Sableye. So at this point, I know that a drill peck will never be enough to finish off the Sableye. Not gonna risk it at all, just gonna get straight to the Thunderbolt, and I know I can outspeed here to the next Thunderbolt for sure, finishing off right on time that poor Sableye. At this point, we got one shield up, down goes the Sableye, and Azumarill has to face the wrath of our next Thunderbolt, which is gonna connect. How much damage though? Oh my freaking goodness, about 90%, and of course, we got the shield, we got the Medicham, which is healthy, and that's gonna be an amazing closing to an amazing match. Into the next one now, not an Azumarill, but another fairy slash water type up in front, and that is gonna be the Tapu Fini. We hate this one, so we're just gonna see the Aqua Tails coming back to back from a Drapion, able to spam our way to victory here, and if that is gonna be a Rock Slide, we can definitely survive. Look at that, pretty wonderful, and gonna get a shield in the process. They have to shield, right? So here is the CMP on the Rock Slide, looking awesome, and at this point I'm just gonna throw my Medicham into play, take whatever they throw, and they do not throw at all, so whatever comes in now, we have the upper hand with the Zapdos, and it is gonna be the Noctowl at the back as their third Pokemon. So Shadow Zapdos is gonna be able to go to town with a lot of energy. However, the match is not over yet. They can still reach to another surf and take my shield out and then try to finish up with a Noctowl, but guess what? We're not gonna allow that at all. Thunderbolt connecting for massive damage on the Tapu Fini, erasing it from its island. Shadow Zapdos, the amazing Pokemon, able to reach to the third move and another Thunderbolt for the knockout to the Noctowl. I cannot stop talking. This Pokemon is pretty amazing, and I don't know why it's so underrated. Mew in the next one, horrible scenario once again. Medicham cannot catch a break. Gonna have now the Ice Punch on that poor Mew, and we're just gonna keep pressure now, trying to catch the move, hopefully the Wild Charge on our Shadow Drapion. However, it is just a serve, and they have a lot of energy still on their Mew. If I count correctly back there, they did 10 exactly Shadow Claws, so they have at least one more serve on their bank. So we can assume that they have a Flame Charge or a Wild Charge as their second move. So with that in mind, we're just gonna keep pressuring here with our crunches. I'm pretty sure I can get to my next Aqua Tail, but instead I get a little bit too greedy here with the crunch. Perhaps we could get a shield at this point. Doesn't matter, Medicham can still go in and completely farm down without spending a shield, which is a key element for this fight. We're gonna try and pressure now with our Ice Punch on the Mew, and then we'll try to farm down completely with our Zapdos. At this point I'm just gonna block because Zapdos is super fragile and we can expect anything. It is gonna be the Wild Charge. Hopefully this can be only a serve, which it is. We can survive. At the back they have the Noctowl, gonna overfarm a lot, gonna give them the possibility that we get to the bait, but instead we're gonna just boom them down with the Thunderbolt, and now another move will be enough from our Medicham, one fast attack to finish them off, and that's gonna be a very close victory. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel, and perhaps write down in the comment section which is the best and your favorite moment from this Shadow Zapdos video. With that said, trainers, thank you for watching once again, and thank you for till the end, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.